If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
Okay, so here we are in topic third as part of basic commerce cloud. So we will first hour we will learn about about that commerce functionality, and then next hour we will talk about your local setup and installation. Is that okay? So everyone downloaded that suite, right?
Yeah, I downloaded the suite.
Okay. Kamal, do you have also that suite what I gave you yesterday, a link to download that?
No, I have not downloaded it.
Okay, Daniel, did you have?
Yes, I have it. I have that one, and I also got 2115, 2105.
Okay, yeah, great. So we'll talk about that, but for now we can start covering up our agenda for today meeting. So let me further move with the agenda, what we're gonna cover today, and we will see from here. So we will again talk about some deep level dive about SAP Commerce Cloud, and then we will talk about how that build and deploy happen for your web shop, that means your storefront. So how that our cloud portal can handle that build and deploy for the specific storefront which are used to be run that commerce functionality. And then again we will talk about a capability that are come under accelerators. So what are the cloud accelerator capability as part of this? We talked about yesterday, but we will explore more about this. And next we will talk about some benefits of SAP Commerce Cloud and what are the capabilities it has. So we will talk about that more about this cloud capability today. And then we will also see that cloud commerce architecture, what are the high level architecture about that commerce cloud. So we will dig into more today. And next we will see that how that cloud automation engine works. So what are the tasks within that automation which generally happen in a sequential manner. So there are some infrastructure automation engine already being set up with the help of Kubernetes and all. So we will see that, we will talk about more about this, and how that vertical scaling versus horizontal scaling cloud handling, and what are the scaling process within the cloud suite. We will talk about more this infrastructure process. And then we will talk about that public git repository for CCB2 model. So as we discussed, CCB2 is nothing but it's a capability with the public cloud, which have that our commerce cloud capability on a public. So that is a CCB2 model. So how that CCB2 model integrated with our source code with some repository. So we will talk about more about this. And then we will see what are the integration option and how our commerce cloud enable that integration options for within the SAP as well as for third party system, how you can easily integrate by enabling that integration feature within the cloud commerce capability. And then we will talk about more how you can run your application, how you can run your multiple applications, either B2C or B2B on the public cloud. So we will see that how that multiple application are being handled within the cloud, what are the capability to handle multiple application, so we will discuss about that. And then again we will talk about how business can troubleshoot easily in case of any circumstances or issue. So cloud have that capability also to troubleshoot runtime issues with zero downtime. So we will see that how this feature will help to troubleshoot the issues at runtime without any site down. Okay, so let me start with the first, that is SAP Commerce Cloud. Okay, so we see that yesterday our self-service portal and all, how that service portal capability has to do the deployment and to create the environmental. In the similar fashion, we have that we will have more. We discuss about that. SAP Commerce Cloud is a suite of e-com solution plus PCM software, and also a cloud, that means commerce plus cloud. So cloud will contain that some automation feature with the build, and self-service portal is there to control your build and to control your application, either back office or some backend services, APIs, and your storefront. So that capability can be controlled within the self-service portal. And yeah, these are the cloud, commerce cloud services and commerce capability, how that payment integration being done within the cloud, and how that that customer support integrated with the cloud, and how these services happen. These are about the cloud capability, commerce cloud capability, and how that omni channel happen with the across the channel, right? So how that CS cockpit can handle within the cloud, how your web shop or particular point of service, or how that capability integrated with the within the cloud. So we have that some more about search engine, how that search, we see that we saw in application how that search capability happen for any web shop, and have another also within the suite, promotions, cart, order, bundling, and to interact with the social media. So that sort of capability already we have within the suite. And right, so there are multiple. The motto is to how we can engage with the customer very easily, and how we can increase the traffic with the help of these promotions and all. Yeah, these are the component within the Commerce Cloud suite, right? So product content management, which is the PCM software to handle the complete life cycle of the product, and customer experiences, how application behave, and how or commerce application can create a value for a company or for a business. So these are the component, and we have that order management also, and commerce capability to how that order processing and everything happen with this capability. And again, we saw that about that how that build and deploy happen for your web application. So later this session we will see how that build and deploy happen for particular e-shop, that means for your storefront, not the complete commerce, but to deploy your specific application, how this automation process will happen. Right, so we have that capability actually to easily deploy our application, and you can also roll back your application with the help of self-service portal. So these are the capability what we saw yesterday, right? So platform which contains a core functionality, and then again product content management to handle the product related information, product specifications, and their prices and all. So we have that product cockpit which we can maintain or manage the content on the fly. And again, in the similar way, we have that web content management system too, where you can maintain your site of the content. So what we see on the web application, all the content are part of this WCMS. So WCMS have that capability to maintain your, to create a banner or to create a web pages. This this tool have that capability to define the banners and to define the component what we see within the website or storefront. And again, we have that customer support capability to create a ticket and to how that cancellation and return process will get tracked within the customer support. So we have that separate application within the suite. So that capability is also available within the SAP Commerce Cloud. And we saw that order management capability, order fulfillment, return, inventory, and all. So as part of order management capability, this suite already has. And the store locator, right? So to locate your physical shop based on current users. So that capability is already enabled by default. So once we set up our application and based on that feature, this by default capability enabled. And search and navigation is also available by default in your application. So for the search, that search engine we are calling it Solar Search, which is already embedded with our SAP Commerce Suite. So with the help of that Solar Search, we have that search capability very faster and quicker, right? And navigation is also there so that any end user can directly navigate to the page. So these features are also there within the suite. And again, we have the payment framework to connect any payment system. We can integrate any payment service with the help of this framework with the minor changes or minor enhancement. So we have that already out of the box available, this feature within the Commerce Suite. And here what cloud consists of. So cloud has Microsoft Azure to for the store for the stories and build your application and deploy. So that sort of also a feature of Commerce Cloud. And also we have that infrastructure as a service we discussed about yesterday. And we have that SAP Commerce Cloud portal, which have we are calling it as a self-service portal, which through we can maintain or build and deploy of our e-com application. So self-service portal is the main thing within the cloud, which through we can control or build and deploy. Here are the some benefits, right? So SAP Commerce Cloud. So this is we are in a CCV2, so that means on a public cloud, so that anybody can access that on a distributed environment manner, and that is scaling also very easily possible within the commerce. And we have that self-service environment, right? Self-service environment means that self-service portal is there to enable to create a different environment based on either development, staging, or prod. So we have that we see that yesterday how we can easily configure our environment. And we have that again disaster recovery and backup within the cloud, so we can easily enable that feature within the cloud in case of any backup, right? And we already integrated that flexible continuous integration and continuous deployment with the help of Jenkins, already integrated within the suite with the help of Kubernetes and all. So there is nothing to do. So just what we need to understand here, we need to understand how that self-service portal works and how we can, with the help of self-service portal, we can control the complete cloud services. Here are some architecture about that SAP Commerce, right? So how that architecture is about commerce. So you can see here there are three layers which consist as part of architecture. First one is infrastructure and their environment, and again your commerce application. So we can, if we can divide these three layers, infrastructure means where your application being built and being deployed, And environment is specifically what environment that application has, either dev or staging or prod. So we have three environment within the cloud, and this and third layer will be your end user application, where your application being deployed into that specific different environment. So here some glimpses about, so all we are talking about CCB2, that means public cloud. So we have that commerce application. What are the different application? So we can see Spartacus, a data hub. These are the application, and commerce, your web shop, and right extension factory and all. So that sort of end application, or you can say storefront, which end user or any user can access. And again we have that environment. So as part of environment we have that database server and blob storage to store the media information or binary information, right? So that sort of uh, capability or feature available as part of environment, under environment. And we have infrastructure, where how that automation and how that build process happen, and how that logging and recovery being integrated. So these are the as part of infrastructure feature. So this is the basic architecture of the cloud. So you can go through these and you can understand more how that cloud how that design of the cloud. So you will see that. Okay, so that was the basic architecture. But here, if you see the slide here, we have that how that runtime architecture works, right? With this cloud portal and automation engine, and how your code base so integrated, and how that automation happen at the runtime. So somewhere with your code repository, and code repository will integrate it with the code builder, right? Then so these all are the part of automation feature. So that these all the touch points are available within the cloud. So to for us, what we need to do, we need to just configure our source code. Your source code somewhere will be in the repository, and then you have to define your configure your repository within the public cloud. That means your self-service portal, where automation engine can automatically pick based on the configuration. Okay, so here are some we have some insight about that, some more detail about our environment and about infrastructure. So we see that within the cloud we have three environment: development environment, staging environment, and production environment. So we know that development is nothing but it's ongoing work for test and application building. And staging is a replica of prod. So it's a simulation of the prod environment to do all the user testing and all in this environment. And this environment has a standard database, and dev environment also have that standard database. So but in the prod we have premium database. So these are the infrastructure services we can as part of information we can keep in our head. So yeah, so these are that cloud infrastructure, you can say, services. So in prod that cloud have memory in between 500 gig to 1 TB. And then in staging it has 250 gig, and in dev we have 250 gig memory in standard database. And here how that automation engine works. So if you see the slide, you will find here we have the source code, and this source code is integrated, with our self-service portal, which is the cloud. And cloud have right, so there are uh, some automation engine will pick your code and then deploy with the help of Kubernetes. And then within the cloud have that feature to create a different application in a different environment, right? So we have that back office application, and then some back processing and API endpoint and your storefront application. So we can have easily configure and we can control that specific application and their touch points. And you can see there's some operations at while scaling process. So here are the some regular operations, and here peak period, right? So this is SLA, right? So based on that SLA, actually this is all about SAP services. But what I can tell you here is uh, there is actually a big 1 second of response time work in terms of performance within the application. So but based on our customization or based on our application enhancement, it may take more, but standard performance is maximum 1 second. And here we have that what are the differences between virtual scaling versus horizontal scaling. So yeah, so uh, you can dig into more here. What is that? How? What are the impact and what are the pros and cons in terms of virtual scaling, and at what case we can do a virtual scaling, and what are the benefit? Yeah, Daniel, please go ahead.
On the previous slide, what does SLA stand for?
Yes. Yeah, service level agreement, which is a part of SAP, because we are that Hybris is a licensed one. So for the cloud, actually SAP is responsible for the support, right? So this is nothing but it's a you know service level agreement. So services what SAP is provide us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Because we are in the public cloud, so always once you get the license, right, for your business, then there will be a contract, and there are a lot of services we are utilizing from the SAP. So SAP is always sign up contractors to maintain that SLA. Okay, so these are the scaling which actually maintained by SAP itself, but from the information or knowledge point of view, we can just have that information about what is that vertical scaling and what is that horizontal scaling. So here is, this is the public Git repository, how that our cloud integrated with the public repository. So repository, we know that storage which contains our code base, where all the source code are there within the repository. But to deploy your source code to the public cloud, that means SAP Commerce Cloud, you have to configure your repository and define the path and their credential to integrate that repository within in the CCV2. CCV2 nothing but it's Commerce Cloud version 2, which have public cloud, right? So once you configure, we saw that yesterday, how you can configure with the help of self-service portal. So there you can configure your build, you can configure your repository to point out to your source code, and your source code will get automatically deployed with the help of automation engine. Okay, so here this is this is the actually uh, you can say a main thing which we need to remember. So if you see, I discuss about that there is a manifest.json file which we are deploying over cloud. So this is the actually meta file which we cloud reading this file, and based on this file our source code compiling process will start based on this configuration. So these are the basic manifest files. So you can see some glimpses about this file. So here is the information how we are configuring this file. I will show you actually what are the information we are passing and how that manifest.json file looks like. So I will show you separately. But in terms of information, you can see we have that user config, and under config we have a different property. So you can you can see here is the location dot properties. So once you know install your application in your local, you will understand what is that local dot properties file and what the information this file kept. So that actually all the all the parameter which are configurable attribute or values we are configuring this local dot properties file. And even why we are putting the configurational values within this file is the use of this. If you have deployed your application and somehow you need to operate or change some values without any downtime or without any further build. So with the help of this configuration file, we can directly, we have that tool, we are calling it HAC, that is hybrid administration console. So with the help of that, we can on the fly we can change that value. Yeah, Daniel, please go ahead.
No, it was me. So,
Yeah,
sorry. So,
yeah, sorry, Karen, please.
the manifest file, it's
Yeah.
it's not cached. Or do you have to like refresh the manifest file after you make a change to it?
Yeah, so whenever you are doing a change, so you will get a more detail what does it mean and what are the information it has. But basically overall you can say this is the main file which through all your code being built, all your information, all your application will be configured within this file. And what is your question, Karen?
Yeah. So let's say I'm just hypothetically, I go in there and make a change
Mm-hmm.
to one of the attributes. Will it automatically propagate through the site, or do I have to? Will it be? Yeah. Will it automatically propagate to the site immediately?
No, this is the different thing, right? So just let me explain with the more a scenario based. So we have that one application, right, which the same application we have deployed into the different environment, right? So we have that quality environment, and then we have dev environment, and we have that prod environment. But how these three environment will be differentiated with the help of single manifest.json file. So you can see here the same. If you see here the example, so this is a common property file, but here persona will contain a specific environment file. So if I have dev environment, then dev environment of dev environment will specifically find and bring the configuration from this location. And then if I have prod environment, then prod environment directly read their properties values from this file. And we will see the actual how this file and what are the all the information. I will show you after this. Then you will understand actually what are the
And
information.
I
Actually, we are,
understand now.
yeah.
Sorry. I get it.
Did you get that? What this mean?
Yeah, I understand now. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So here are the actually some information about our environment specific, how we can separate the different properties file with the different environment. And here you can see here in the right side how your extension we talked about, I think last to last session, about what is that extension. So within the SAP commerce we are calling a extension, but if in terms of Java we are calling that project. So but and in terms of Oracle application, that is a ATG, which one is also one of the e-commerce solution. So there we are calling the same as a module. So everything, every source code, every functionality are there within the extension. But yeah, so extension, here is the path how we can define the extension. Here this is the JSON file, so we have that extension location, and what we need to exclude, we can specify that excluded extension under here. So and we will discuss about what is that solar. But solar, we at high level I told you solar is just solar search engine which have embedded with the commerce suite. So in the development environment we have that within this solar search engine is embedded with our software. But on the public cloud, this solar also on a cloud, so we are configuring it separately. So we need to just configure their path and all. But to point out how that solar server search our data from the commerce, how this solar bring the data from our commerce. So these are the location. Actually there is a schema and all we have defined, so here we can specify the solar path here. So right, so whatever the as part of meta information to read this file for the cloud. So all the information we are passing within the manifest.json file. Okay, so here are in what are the integration options within the SAP Commerce Cloud. So we can see that different feature available to integrate the in either SAP integration within the SAP or any third party integration. So the here are the actually a feature which through we can integrate the system. So we have the epicenter, SAP epicenter, and then SAP Commerce Data Hub. If anybody is from SAP background, that might knows Data Hub is sort of middleware. Before in a let me tell you more about this. Data Hub actually very a big middleware which previously before when Hybris not migrated on the cloud. So previously when Hybris was on a on-premise version, at that moment when our application needed to communicate with SAP, then we are actually configuring the data hub separately and installing the data hub separately to communicate from the backend, either SAP S4HANA or SAP ERP. So data hub playing a role as a middleware to transform the data from one object to another object and pass it to the target system. So there are some source and target communication with the help of data hub. So in the same, but once that commerce moved into the public cloud, this capability already there within the hybrid. So we have to enable. By default this is not enabled, but when we require to integrate any commerce services, we are this feature is available within the public cloud. We can configure easily our whatever the integration point is, we can, with the help of this feature, we can integrate. And here we have separate, integration API, which we actually we have that, uh, integration feature. We talked about that, actually, IaaS services. So with the help of IaaS services, we can directly connect to any system. So this is basically a REST call, so which also provide us a solution to talk any third-party system. And here also this cloud platform extension factory, which also provide us the way to integrate the any third party system, either SAP or third party. So we can, with the help of cloud factory, we can also integrate any system. And last one is Impex. So let me explain about, because this is the common file when you deal with the e-commerce. You have to you should have how that Impex work. So Impex is nothing but it's a file which through we can import our data into the database. So this is the medium actually to importing any data within the commerce. So with the help of this Impex is a separate engine, which this is the actually comma separate is, which this file actually contains the comma separated values. So with the help of this, we are importing the data within the commerce. And if we need to export the data, then with the help of this, there is a process actually Impex import and import, Impex export. So with the help of that tool, we can, Hybris can export their data to the user. So we will talk about that once we go with the topic by topic, then we will discuss how that Impex work. So but at high level, you can just get this Impex is a medium to import the data within the suite, within the e-commerce DB. We are not directly interacting with the database. With the help of Impex, we are importing the data within the database. So this is the tool actually. So here are the some diagrammatic solution about integration options. So how you can integrate either as client or data hub. So their workflow to integrate the third party system. So if if we have we have the actually two way of integration. If you have synchronous, if you want to create a synchronous communication, then you there in the Hybris we have a two way. One is hot folder. Through the hot folder, we are doing a synchronous integration to interact with the system to import the data. And again, we have that also RFC call. With the help of RFC, we can also build a communication. But to integrate in asynchronous way, then we have that data hub is a solution, and another one is directly interact with the REST services. Okay, so here you can see some overview about how your application, how your single application run, and how your multiple application can be handled within the cloud commerce. So here are the some examples in terms of solutions. So let's say SAP Commerce Cloud is a single suite, right? So but as per your requirement, let's say you wanted to deploy more than one application within the single cloud. So within the commerce have that solution. Either you can deploy separately, here example like one application for B2B and another application is for B2C. So these two application will deploy independently, so as per the diagram. But if you see the solution too, we have that, actually in the single cloud, single server, we can deploy both the application. So if you heard the concept of clustering, so we are creating a actually clustering environment to communicate more than one node. So when we deal with the multiple application, actually we are creating a cluster for different application, and cluster itself, with the help of TCP and UDP, that communication process will happen. So the database will be the same, but application will differ. That application might be one or two or many. Okay, so here performance is a most important thing for any application. So to deploy any application or any businesses, you have to always make sure your application is responding correctly and your response time is faster. So we discuss about that SAP, as per SAP standard or SAP recommendation, will be SLA will be 1 second response time. So to ensure that this response time, we have that feature, right, when while you are building a code, while you're writing any sort of functionality. So you have to make sure that your application, your functionality perform very well. So there is a time is less, that should be actually performance should be less than 1 second. So with the help of, you can, performance tool is there, either you can integrate Dynatrace or JMeter. So with the help of that, you can make sure your application responding correctly. And before go live, you can, these are the some basics. So prior to go live, you have to make sure that your each feature and actually need to meet your application with the performance criteria. Yeah, so here also they are talking about some testing tactics to achieve the performance. So either through the Dynatrace, you can test your application, or you can, for performance tool, you can integrate either JConsole or JMeter to test your functionality. So SAP have that already touch point there. You can download that client, specific client, to run that and check your performance. Is your application responding within the SLA or not? So you can check that out. Okay, so here as part of agenda, we see that commerce have that capability to actually troubleshoot the any issue at runtime. So you can very easily, in terms of the issues is related to the infrastructure, then you can directly, we have this HAC within the commerce. We are calling it as hybrid administration console. So what that application shows us, it will shows infrastructure related activity, like what, how you can cleanup activity, and for your garbage collection, and how is your memory behaves, what are the heap, heap memory, how that with regards of spaces and all, and CPU behavior. So that sort of monitoring tool are there, so that you can easily troubleshoot your issue in terms of infrastructure. But in case of, if you find if you wanted to debug or troubleshoot any functional issue, then we have that logging, we are calling it Kibana log within the commerce. So if cloud provide us a Kibana logging is there. So with the help of that, we can trace that issues, and we can find the root cause in terms of our functional issue. Okay, so here is also we can keep this thing like while we are deploying the application. So there is also option how you can deploy your application with the zero downtime. So what does it mean? So when you deploy your any application in the cloud, so at the time of deployment, actually we have that sort of configuration. If you have the database level changes, then to you need to update your database. That means at that moment, in zero, that downtime, some downtime required. But if you don't have any database or table related changes, that means you don't need any downtime. So zero time, within the zero downtime, without any shutting down of your application, you can easily you can deploy your functionality into the cloud without any downtime. So that configuration is already there within that self-service portal. So while deploying, we have to select that what what are the operation we are going to push. Do we need that downtime or without downtime? So that option we can check in the self-service portal. Here are some flow diagram is about that how CCP1 migrated to the CCP2. So there are actually CCP1 were integrated with the very older version, but now we are dealing with the CCP2 only. But here are the flow about how that CCP1 migrated with the CCP2. So in CCP1, actually it's more related to the infrastructure related activity, but when we are dealing with the CCP2, we have a infrastructure as well as we have that some advanced feature on the public cloud. So previously it was just related to the infrastructure, but when we move to the CCP2, so our commerce is on the public cloud. In addition of some advanced services, some data hub and media and storage. So that sort of advancement feature or enhancement available in our public cloud, that is CCP2. So now it's right. So this question actually come when you wanted to certify yourself in a commerce. So this question will come like what are the basic differences with the CCP2 and CCP2. So CCP1 is on non-public cloud, but CCP2 is embedded with the public cloud. Okay, so we are done with the today agenda. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Are we going to walk through installing?
Yeah, we will.
Are we
I think
doing
that's
that
what we're
today?
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he
today
said.
we.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have as part of basic commerce, you can we can just take some Q&A here. If you have any question, else we can move with your installation.
I have a quick question. CC stands for Commerce Cloud.
Yeah, yeah, it's CC for Commerce Cloud version 1 and version 2.
Okay, and we're only using version 2.
Yeah, version 2 only.
Okay,
yeah.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let me drive with the installation. So this is the same path I gave you last session. So just tell me, you guys, what you did as part of homework. Actually, I have also mentioned in your homework to just go through about the basic what we drive so far as part of learning, and along with that we can start our local installation. Uh, so you can go through more what we have done so far, and as part of local installation setup we can go along. So just update me what you did you fulfill are the prerequisites before installing the commerce suite?
I updated my Java, my JDK.
Okay, so
I
you have
downloaded the
that
zip
Java
file.
11.
I got the JDK 17, so that should should give me Java
Okay.
11, correct?
Yeah. And
Oh, really?
then
I specifically got 11.
yeah, that's
'cause,
fine actually. What as per SAP recommendation, it told like Java 11 with the latest, Commerce suite. So we will see that with the 17 too. Kamal, what's your update in terms of your local setup?
I've not installed anything so far.
Okay.
And Karan, to you and Daniel, are we okay to do this on our machine, machine?
Yeah, we're selling Commerce Cloud locally.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't check with infrastructure, but
That's what I actually wanted to check and then confirm with Brian or somebody else. And
yeah.
even if we are not, I think we can get the permission. That's what I was hoping.
Hold on.
And since you have already done it, I think you can proceed. I'll just watch.
No, so Kamalji, that would actually help for you if you can parallelly you can start practicing on that. So if you are ready with with your machine, so you can just download that suite, and then before doing any sort of installation, you can just install the JDK 11, Java 11 or JRE. So at least you can parallelly you can also start some practicing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kamal,
I'll check internally and then
you should already have Java on your machine, Kamal.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Yeah, so just updating it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm checking with Brian to make sure that installing Commerce Cloud locally is okay. He might tell me to go talk to infrastructure. I think I have administrative rights on my computer, so I can install whatever. But they might get mad. Okay, so to start, we are only changing things with Java. Is that correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
to start the installation, first you need to have that compatible version of Java. So you should have Java 11 at least.
From the command line, I can like type Java version, right? Something.
Yeah. If you are running in window, and then you can just open your command prompt and you can check the both Java compiler as well as JRE. So to check the Java, you just in a command prompt you can just Java and space hyphen version. So it will tell you about that JRE version. And then if you wanted to check your compile, JDK, you can just type Java C hyphen version. So it will tell you about that compiler version.
Okay, and then what's Java is, hang on 1 second. It says my Java version is 17.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can check recommended with the 11, but as per this SAP doc, but we can check with the 17. So you don't do anything. You can just keep it as it is. And for Daniel, you have that Java 11. Okay? You can also do the same step, check your Java compiler and then JRE.
Yeah, I have LTS 11.0.13.
Okay.
And how do I check my Java compiler? I thought it's just one executable that does it.
Java space dash version.
Yeah.
I got Java version. And that gives me the runtime environment 18.9, build 11.0.13 LTS.
I just type to check the compiler version.
Oh, Java C.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11.0.13. They're all the same.
Okay, great. Did you have the same, Karen?
Mine are all Java version 17.02. But what's the, how do I check the JRE? Is it the same thing? JRE version? No. not-
Java, just type Java.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. It's a newer version. But
Okay. Okay, Kamal, what about yours? Did you have that Java 11?
I just found, I mean, search for Java and the search in Windows, and I just started updating it. And the version I had was, I don't know which one is installing right now, but the version that I had was, it says version 8 build to update to 61. I mean, the previous
Mhm.
one.
That means you have that Java 8. Daniel, can you help to provide some install that download or installation path to Kamal so
he's
that
installing.
yeah, actually I wanted to make everybody on the same page so that would help
Do
everyone.
do I have to like download it from a specific place, or I can just do update? Because I just ran update.
You can download it separately and you can set up your environment.
So it has
Environment by that.
installed. Let me see what it is.
If you update, I think you're gonna be on 17 like me. Let me I got this from the SAP website, but I mean this is where it took me.
Yeah, it's still version 8 to 31. I don't know why it's so bad. It's got a build, but it's not bad. Can you post me that link one more time? Where you are updating from?
I'm trying to get there right now.
Or like from Oracle side, do I have to get it? Like Windows 64 install JDK 11.0.14. 11.13, right? That's what you got, Daniel? 11.0.13, right?
Yeah, you can download anyone which is started with 11, so that Java 11 matches.
Oracle will not let me use also need the Oracle account.
I don't remember getting an option for a version. I think I'm on a Mac. Okay, so I've got 11.0.13 to download. I'm gonna download that.
Yeah, please download that.
Okay.
And Kamal, are you downloading the same Java 11?
My question is the version that I have now. Oh, Jesus, Oracle won't let me do it.
No, Oracle is not letting me, right? So,
Yeah.
Daniel, where did you get it from? Help.sap is I mean, it's there.
You asked me where I got my Java from?
Yes,
Yeah.
the latest version.
The
I just
11
Google searched Oracle, but I went and I also said I wanted 11 specifically.
Yeah, and then it took me to the Oracle page, which you have to log in. Did you log into Oracle to do this?
Yeah, I have an Oracle account because I've used Java before.
Wasn't it used to be free?
Java is still free, unless
But you
you
need-
use it commercially, technically, but you know, shh.
But you need that Oracle account, just an account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creating an Oracle account.
Actually, I think it's 100% free unless you create a Java application and then try to sell it. That's when they charge you for it.
I pasted one link to download that Java 11. You guys can just directly from the drive. I have this.
Oh,
Can you try to access this if you're able to? Can you check?
Try. Uh, let me copy out of the chat. You guys have some kind of like lock on that? Never mind. Okay. My question is, now that I'm going to download this JDK, but what about the version 17 that I have? How do I force it to use 11? Is it somewhere in the path?
Yeah, we will come to configure that environment variable path, right? So that your system will point to that specific version.
Thank
You
you.
can keep it as it is for 17, but when we point to your specific version, that will your system will point out that 11 version.
Got it. I found that it was much faster than in the past. I think I'm done. That was it. Okay. I have Java 11.
Great. Did you install that?
It's installed. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, Kamal, are you installing? Just let me know once you guys are ready with the 11.
I'm ready.
Okay, great. So first step is to set your environment variable path in your machine to point to Java 11. Are you saving, Daniel or Karen?
What are
I'm
you
still
asking?
making my Oracle account.
What is that?
I guess I'll explain again. I am installing Java and Commerce Cloud on a different computer than what I am.
Okay, okay.
So it'll take me just a second to move.
What about Daniel? Yeah, that's fine. Daniel, are you on the same computer?
Daniel said he was going to be back.
Okay. Okay, so no problem. What you need to do, if you're in your system, first you have to set your path, environment variable, define your environment variable for that specific version. So just create a separate variable. It's called Java Java underscore home, and under home you can just paste the path of, let me ping you how you can do.
I do this in system configuration.
Yeah,
In progress.
Hold on one second.
make the variable name Java home. I pinged you, and to me, I'm just give you the example how the path will looks like. So define the value like this. Just check in your computer where that installation path is for your JDK 11. So
You want
this
to
is
give me
just
the ability to share?
sorry, I'm getting a ear in your voice. Could you please tell it again?
Can you give me the ability to share?
Yeah. Are you
share my
not able to?
I only have 3 options: chat, raise hand, or Q&A.
Okay, for you that might, but okay, no worry. I think, can you sit? Okay,
In the system configuration, which tab do I want to use?
yes. So that home path of that JDK 11 what you have installed. So okay, so let me share my screen itself. You will know
Thank
what
you.
I mean.
Okay,
Can you see my screen?
I can. I was gonna. You promoted me as a panelist, so I can share my screen now. But
Okay, that's fine. You can, if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
I can. So just give me a moment. I'm finding the environment variables. There we go.
Yeah. So just go here under user variable. You can define your path. How you can pick your path? You can if you are using a Windows system, then you can go to your program files, and that installation, your what the version Java which you have installed, that will come under program file under Java. You will have that dedicated version, and what you can do, just go inside it and copy this path, and now come to that environment variable and create a variable name separately. That will be a, everything will be on caps Java underscore home, and define a path. How would you create? You can click here new one and define your variable name and define your path. So the naming convention should be same, how I'm showing it. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, please do that and update me.
Okay, I've updated my Java home environment
Okay,
variable.
yeah, so have you done with? Did you define the Java home variable with the path, along with the path? Karen?
I did. This is
Okay,
correct. I updated the environment variable.
okay,
I don't know if Kamal has done it yet, though. He'll probably let us know.
I'm just
Kamal,
downloading
Daniel.
it right now.
Daniel, what for you? Are you doing that?
I'm installing it, installing the 1103 right now. I'm a little
Okay.
behind.
And the next step for you, Karen, you can just go to the path. If you have created this Java home variable, and then you can just click on the path and then select the path and click on edit. And then after, you can just point out like this. You can point out your bin directory with like this. You can type a %, and then variable name, and then %, then \bin.
Java home percent bin. Alrighty, that's done.
Okay. Now, to verify that, open your command prompt and check your Java compiler and as well as JRE, Java and JavaC. Check the version. If both are the same, then it's okay.
Nope. Do I have to like refresh or anything, or?
Can you share your screen if you are able to?
I can.
Yeah,
One moment.
please.
All right, I'm back. Did you guys figure out Java and everything?
We all finished everything. You missed it. Okay. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see.
right, so let me show
Okay.
you. 1 second. Invite.
Okay, so Java, your Java compiler is still pointing to 17. That's okay. And just show me that. Okay, perfect. And show me that path. Just click on path and do edit. Select the path and click on edit. I wanted to see the path variable.
You
This
see
is
it?
okay. This is okay. And I wanted to see just value of path variable. Just click on path.
Click on Pat. Where?
It's okay. You can close it.
Okay.
Yeah, under user variable only. Just select path variable. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, then cancel it. And now come to the system variable again. No, don't do anything. Just come to system variable again, because I can see it's still your system pointing to previous version. So come to system variable and just show me the path. Yeah, click on path, click on edit. Okay, so there some will be configured your Java path. Okay, if you can see a second line, second and first. Okay, yeah, no, don't do anything here. For the safer purpose, you can just paste it somewhere uh, uh, in your notepad. Both the way, just click on edit and click on edit and copy this location and paste it in your somewhere in your editor or notepad. Just make the note of this. Okay, have you done that?
Mhm.
Can you click on path variable again? No, here system variable, because your system variable is pointing to your previous Java 17 version. So remove first two line, remove the first two lines, select that. Yeah, click on remove, delete. Yeah. Now check the Java version. Now again, come to
Remove this
command
too, right?
prompt.
Remove
Yeah,
this.
remove this. Yeah. Okay. Now check it. Okay. Can you close this command prompt and open new one?
Yes.
Still it's pointing your previous one.
You think I need to restart?
No. Yeah, just click on OK. Yeah, you have not done. Oh, click on OK. Do the everything OK. Yeah, do everything OK. Okay. Now open this trace command prompt. Just close it and open new one.
There we go.
Wow. Yeah, cool.
Done.
So now it's pointing to your right version. Okay. So Daniel, where you are you on the same page where Karen did?
He has been the whole time.
I have been, yeah, I type in Java C.
Okay,
Um,
great. Okay, so now where are your suit? Okay, create the directory structure first. Okay, go to the C directory or any directory where you wanted to install your Hybris. No, manually you can go. That doesn't matter. You know you can come to some where you have downloaded that one, Commerce Suite. Okay, here this one. Okay, can you copy this zip file? Okay, here you have already unzipped, right?
Correct.
Okay, hang on. Okay, go inside it. Okay, go inside Hybris. Hybris. Go bin. Go inside the bin. Okay, so as I show you, these are the directory structure. Come to the so this is the specific with the uh, bin directory. So for us to run the environment or to do the installation, always you can use a platform directory. But come to go inside it. Yeah, open this path in your CMD. Open the same path.
Where am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, come on from.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so just come to the directory again. Karen, let me explain you. Come to home directory in your GUI here. Yeah, here. Yeah, come two step back. Yeah, home directory. So okay, so here we are in the this is the home directory of Hybris. So what we see here, we have see that already within these modules are available within the suite. One is build tool and another one C4C integration and another one Hybris. So Hybris is our dedicated commerce version, SAP Commerce Cloud, which contains all the application which we are going to learn. And we have that additional Hybris SPG and then installer and then for license. So these are the directory structure. But for now, what we need to do, we have to i- install, we are going to install B2C. It's up to you if you wanted to install B2B or B2C accelerator. So now actual installation will happen.
Okay, we're the three of us will be dealing with the B2B. Can we?
Okay, yeah. So then we can start practicing with the B2B accelerator. So now let me share my screen so that first we can follow the SAP standard with the installation and then we go ahead with the step by step. Okay, so for now you may stop, Karen.
Sorry, I'm trying to unshare
Yeah.
what is going on. Hold on.
Okay, so I just shared my screen. Daniel, you also on the same page what we did with Karen system. You have that suite available, right? With unzipped, you have already unzipped that suite zip file.
Yes, I have it located in the Commerce Dash Cloud. Here, I'll print my working directory and send it to you.
Okay, just make sure that while creating any folder that space is not allowed and make the path smaller as much as you can. So just that in terms of naming convention, don't create any spaces in a folder structure.
Okay.
Agree? Yeah. Okay, so here we fulfill that prerequisites. We have that suite and we have installed Java 11 version as per SAP recommended. So now let me go to uh, that how we can install the accelerator. We are doing a fresh installation, so we will going to install a new recipe for B2B. You are
Oh, we're gonna
saying
do a
to,
recipe.
yeah, you are working, you wanted to install B2B, right? At B2C?
Correct. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, that's cool.
I think I need to also installing Eclipse on this one.
Yeah, parallelly you can download Eclipse or IntelliJ, where that is the editor. So it's up to you what editor would you prefer.
So don't use Eclipse. You want me to get IntelliJ?
Yeah, you can use anything, Eclipse or IntelliJ. It's up to you.
You have a recommendation.
Yeah, so to me, I also prefer Eclipse. So you can install Eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so use hybris server.bat. No, that's a started. Where's the, how do we, should I go to the installer?
No, wait, I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can see my screen, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so you can follow this document. You can come here, install. You have these references, installing SAP Commerce using installer Recipe. So you can start this following this document. Here are the setup command, how you can use this command. So each command have that meaning and actions to perform that, but this is the default command which we will do this command to. If you are in Linux, then you can use install.sh to run that sh script, but if you are in Windows, you can do just to install that batch. I will tell you, but just I'm walking through this stuff. Okay, so let me come inside it.
So I'm in bin platform.
No, don't go bean platform. I will tell you. Okay, just follow this document. So if you follow this document, it is pointing to installer directory. I will that Karen showed us the directory structure of SAP Hybrid. So in the home directory, you will see that installer directory is there, right?
Yes, so I'm in the installer directory.
Yeah. So you just open the command prompt and come into installer directory.
All right, what recipe name would you like to do?
Yeah, so that recipes is there. You can just select B2B accelerator is there. Can you see B2C accelerator?
It's in the recipes, right? Here we go.
So it's ACC_plus.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ping you what the command we need to run. Give me a moment, I will tell you. So we need to install B2B accelerator. So B2B +1 we can select. B2B accelerator plus, which contain B2B common functionality along with some additional functionality on top of that, right? Punch out and all functionality will come under once we select B2B plus accelerator. And you can also set initial property values as NIMDA.
Okay, looks like it's working.
I think he's gonna put, there's more on the install line that you want to put.
Yeah, so I just pinged you the
Oh.
command. So if you are in installer directory, just open that path in your command prompt and run this command.
All right, cool. I did that. All right, perfect. Dash a local underscore property. Yep.
If you guys would like, then anybody can, share your screen. Otherwise, you can go away as per the document. So now we are, first step is you are inside the installer directory through the command prompt, and second step is to install that corresponding recipe. So we need to install B2B. So we have selected that B2B recipe, and we have set that initial password as NIMDA, which is opposite of admin. Which one is the default one? So this step we done. Where can you update me? Is it going on that build in your command prompt?
It's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
mine's going on as well.
great. Kamal, any update from you? Are you doing the same?
So I was able to update my Java to the latest version, the 11.0.13. After that, I will need help again.
Okay. Did you
Install.
set it that path variable?
No, I have not. I've just installed and checked that it's installed and installed the latest
Okay.
version.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know. In case of any help. So we have to actually everybody is on the same page. So parallelly we can do a step by step.
So I mean, after installing is the next step, path variable.
All right, mine says build successful in 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Wow.
I
Great.
failed. Hold on. Execution failed for task. What went wrong? Two actionable tasks, two executed. Problem with Java process. Finish with non-zero exit code. Build Gradle line 15 had the issue.
Are you facing any issue, Karen?
Yes, my
What
build
is
failed with an exception.
okay? That means with your some versioning issue with your Java. What is that error?
The error was the build file, the build.gradle file on line 15.
Mm-hmm.
Execution failed for task recipes B2B ACC plus setup.
Can you share your screen?
Yep.
Do you have the same Java version what Daniel has?
11.07. Like I showed you before. Hold on.
Daniel, you have run successfully, right? Your build has successful.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Daniel, what's
And
your
what's your Java version in your machine, Daniel?
I posted in chat. It's 11.0.13
Okay.
LTS.
second?
Okay. I can join as panelist.
Okay, you can see this is Karan's screen.
Yeah, I can see.
This is the error I ran into.
So
had a problem.
where is that error? I can see build is successful for you also. It is error setup failed. There were some in between issues. Okay. Wait.
Oh, I know why.
What you did?
Yeah.
Oh man. You wanted to investigate all. That's a big great. By yourself, you find that. Okay, cool. Let me know once you get a successful message.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.